Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mowers will practically build themselves.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. Today I'm excited about this kit. It's been one that 3/50th scale shipbuilders have wanted for a very long time. It came out, now it's been about 2 years since it came out, as I recall. And there's been one of the sister ships released as well. We are going to look at the USS Atlanta CL-51, one of the light cruisers or anti-aircraft cruisers, whatever you want to call them, but in 1/350th scale by Veryfire. I'm excited about this. Good sturdy box that it comes in. Here's kind of what it should look like when you're done. A little bit of a history on it. Color callouts, which are not correct, so just don't pay attention to those for the most part. But I am excited because these Veryfire kits are good. First off, we've got a painting guide. And yeah, you just toss this and do the research on your own and find whatever year you're going to do, if you're going to do it as launched, or if you're going to do it the Battle of Midway or Guadalcanal, and make sure you research it and use the proper colors, please. So just throw that away. I know, not a very positive way to start it out, but hey, you'll get it straight from me, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here's a little bit about it. Its length and speed and armament, all that kind of fun stuff. Here's your parts callouts. Looks like we've got a little photo etch and we've got some chain in there. Hooray! Good for Veryfire. Okay, so here we have a bunch of options on which holes we can drill out, but for this ship, it shows you which ones you want. Putting the hull together and the deck on, and then putting the screws on and the anchor. All of your little accoutrements that go on the deck and your weaponry, and then putting those on the deck in the corresponding places they go, and finishing that up, including your depth charges, and then your superstructure, and more of the details on the superstructure, the aft superstructure, including putting some boats on, and that's it. You know, putting the last few pieces, major components on. So fairly simple and straightforward instructions. Again, great job, Veryfire. Love it. First thing I notice when I pull it out is the nice heavy cardboard that this is on. Now, in looking at these halves of the hull, the plating is a little bit pronounced, and I'm okay with that. I really am. Some people may say it's out of scale, and perhaps it is. To me, I think it's just going to be an enhancement and make it look better. So, but that's my opinion. Okay, so we're going to start with because the parts are kind of all over here. This is fret F. Now, there may be more of these, but there's at least 3 of them right here. And let's take a look at what is in fret F. So you've got two 538 guns on each fret, along with the sides and the barrels, which are down here. They all look pretty good. Okay, here's the thing. These look to represent, they are Mark 38 turrets, or Mark 32 turrets, which would be appropriate for an Iowa class battleship, or perhaps one of the late war carriers, Essex class, something like that. But for the fast battleships and for the anti-aircraft cruisers, these light cruisers, they took what's called a Mark 28 538 gun mount. And the difference, I don't think I have anything here I could really show you. But we'll just take one off here. How's that? The difference has to do with pretty much the length of this area here in the front. That's the main difference. If it's something that's going to bother you, Model Monkey for, I don't know, they're about 24 bucks, I think, make a full set of 3D printed Mark 28 turrets. So, you know, if you want them absolutely correct, Model Monkey's got you. And then they have some really nice barrels for those as well. One thing I noticed, so this appears to be the same fret that comes in the Cleveland kit. The Cleveland, Birmingham, which I have one of those. So these aircraft handling cranes are not correct for this ship. So there you go. That you won't need them. This is what I like about Veryfire. I mean, you've got 3 of these. Just think of all the spare parts. There's a bunch of stuff here we're not going to use on this project, but it's going to give me a crap ton of spare parts for my spare parts box. And we all know how I love that. So, yay for me. And we're going to find out here that having that spare parts box is quite important to me. And here we go. So this is fret I. And the first thing I notice is it has the propellers there. They look well molded. They're small. They're also incorrect. As the ship was launched, it was launched with 3-blade propellers. They found that there was too much vibration, cavitation, whatever you want to call it, that just was causing issues with the ship and its handling. So they went to a 4-blade prop to solve that. So if you're doing it as launched, okay, just got to remove some of the anti-aircraft weaponry, and the 3 blades are fine. If you're going to do it for Midway or Guadalcanal, you'll want to put 4-blade props on it, which I happen to have a bunch in my spare parts box. Again, you could probably get them through, well, you can get them 3D printed or you can get them in white metal. I'll just put it that way. They're readily available online. All right, so it looks like we have some masts here, boat davits. This is, take this out, this is Sprue J. We have a few of the J. Not sure how many of these we have, but we'll let you know as we run into them. Okay, so here's 2 of them here. This is again from the Cleveland class cruisers. It has some 20 millimeter Olicans that it comes with a bunch of them. Fire extinguishers, or oxy tanks. But here's the thing: you've got 40 millimeter Bofors, and not correct for this ship at all, but great for your spare parts box. Very good for your spare parts box, and for later in the war, if you're building a San Diego, which will be coming out, I understand, in January, it's going to need these, because by then they were running those. Anyway, here you got some anchors, a couple of really nice little boats, and just some of the other accoutrements for this. So there's 2 of these. There's 2 good anchors. Nice. This is PE. PE. See how many of these we have. Sorry, trying to keep track. They've got so many of them here. Okay, so PE. Let's take a look at this. This actually has your correct life rafts with the rounded edges. This has some of the other handling gear. This has your the thing you tie the ropes to. Now my brain just took a hike. The things you tie the ropes to tie it up to the dock. Bollards. Gosh. Oh, some ventilators and some other really small stuff. There's a couple of these in here. So, and it looks like a twin 40 millimeter mount. That is not correct for this, of course, but it would be great for your spare parts box, as I said. Here is Sprue E. Not sure how many of these there are. We'll find out. And Sprue E. You got your flag bags. Oh, you've got a different style of anchor. What looks to be more correct for your cruiser. Some more davits. And just some other little parts and pieces. And your spanners that go and hold your hull together on these. So that's neat. A whole bag of J. Remember, J is the one that has the 40 millimeter Bolfers. Yeah, there's 3 more of those here, so we're up to 5 of those sprues. Oh, here's another one of these, F, that has the 538s on it. Now this is going to be great as far as spare parts go. PF, wow, 3 more of these. PF. So I got lots of life rafts, lots of bollards, and finally, oh, looks like something specific for this kit. Torpedo tubes look great. These 1.1 Chicago pianos, look at those. 3 pieces to them, and there's 2 of them on here. I wish there was a bunch on here. I wish this was one of those that they had like 5 sprues of, because I would love to have extra of those. Those are really, really well done. Good job, Veryfire. The ship's boats look really good. If you're doing, say, Midway or particularly Guadalcanal, she may not have had any boats by Guadalcanal, but if she did, it was only a couple. They, from the time she was launched to the time she was lost, had removed pretty much all of the boats from the ship. So anyway, here's the Mark 37 gun director. It appears to be a square back and not an angled back. Again, if you go to, if it's a big deal for you, you can go to Model Monkey and they will have the correct Mark 37 director. But that one it's close. I mean, it's, you know, few people will know. I will, but a few others might too. So anyway, there's 3 of these. It has hose reels on it as well. That looks, man, that's nice. So far, I'm very impressed with this kit. Now let's look at the deck. Let's look at all those holes they've got for you. So yeah, you can do a couple of versions apparently in the future with this. Here's what I notice on this deck. There is a lot of these walkways. Okay, the walkway matting. And it's hard to tell if it's too small or not. It almost, to me, it looks like it would have been better to just not have them on there and provide decals for it, or just some, you know, some kind of striping even. But anyway, that's molded in there, so it'll be interesting. This is what I really like about Veryfire kits here, besides all the parts. Check out the detail on this part here on the side. Now, that's great. I mean, that's something where I wish I had that in the in the not the Iowa, the Missouri kit. I had to use photo etch to get all that. Again, you've got walkways here. And here is a bunch of the bridge work. Again, with your walkways going all the way up to the top here. And the detail just looks great on this. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with what I see. Okay, so we have a couple of flags and numbers. And here we have looks like hose reels and a few other things. Looks like some stuff for crane. Here is one of the aft parts of the aft superstructure, if I can get it out of these. I don't like the fact that they staple the plastic together. But the detail, look at the detail on this. I mean, the detail, really, really good. Really detailed. It even has some matting on the top piece. Again, more of our matting here and the detail on the sides of these pieces. And looks like the last little sprue in here is going to be ammunition lockers, 20 mil ammunition lockers. Oh, gun mount, rear two guns, and chain. Some really nice anchor chain. And that's it. So there you go. USS Atlanta. You could probably do the Juno out of it if you wanted, although the Juno kit is out as well. Again, for $100, I'm happy. The quality's good. I mean, to me, what is that? Missouri that I or you could get for $100 nowadays. It lacks all this detail that this thing has. So you have to buy a photo etch set just so you can get some of the detail back. Here, you got great detail. Good job, Veryfire. On those couple of inaccuracies, again, you could go through Model Monkey to to get that corrected if that's going to bother you. There is a deluxe version of this that has the photo etch and some other like metal masks and whatnot. It's another $100. So this 100, the one with the deluxe kit's 200. So yeah, if you want to build a great, absolutely beautiful piece, then get that one. But upgrade it with the Model Monkey stuff. Don't goof up and spend all that money and not have the correct guns on it. So I'm just saying, that's B. I'm gonna build this as it is because I've been looking forward to having one of these on my shelf for years. I'm gonna look forward to just doing the paint job on this. That's gonna be fun for me. So I might do some railings on it at some point in time. We will see. All right, folks, there you go. CL51, USS Atlanta by Veryfire, and we will see you again next week on The Stash.